Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my birth story. It's long overdue, but it's better if I give you guys this video later than never. So here I am sharing with you guys my birth story after 2 months of having my baby. If you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, you will see that I had my baby 2 months ago. I only shared her with you guys 1 month ago, but if you follow me you will know that I've had the baby for 2 months. So let me not waste any more of your time and get into the story. So my water broke on a Saturday after 2 p.m. a little after 2, I think it was 2:10 or 2:15, around there. I was feeling fine the whole day, but I felt like something was trickling down there, and I just thought it was like normal pregnancy things. And when I went to the bathroom to check, my panty liner was fine, so I was not concerned at all. But at around 2:10, I got up to go and warm myself some food in the microwave. As soon as I finished dishing for myself, like water was just running down my legs. I went to the toilet to go and pee, but nothing was coming out. But as soon as I stood up, it went down, so I was like, something is wrong. So I went into the shower, I took a shower, and I came out of the shower, put on some clean underwear and a pad, and the pad was soaked within 3 minutes. I took another one. I think I used about 4 pads in the space of 5 minutes, and they were all getting soaked. I'm sorry if this is too much information, but from the title of this video you can see that it's going to be a tell-all kind of video. So after that, after my shower and after trying to control the coming out of the water, I had already called my husband. I called my husband before going into the shower, and I told him I thought my water had broken. So when I came out of the shower, he was here already. So without wasting any time, we got into the car. My hospital bag was not even packed, guys. So that's why they say you need to pack your bag early. On that day when my water broke, I was 38 weeks and 2 days. So I could have packed my bag earlier, but I did not do that. So pack your bag, guys. Like I would say 35 to 36 weeks into your journey. So I had not packed my bag, so I just went into the car, and we brought a towel for me to sit on in the car. And honestly, we didn't bring anything else besides that, because I was not sure whether my water had broken or not. And we live like 15 minutes from the hospital, so I always knew that somebody could come back and bring me stuff if I had to be admitted. So we got to the emergency room, and let me tell you something, the emergency room is not really an emergency room where I went, because we spent about 10 to 15 minutes answering questions about myself, even though all my information was in the system already. Like, if somebody is in the emergency room, you should not be asking them where their address is. You should not be asking them about their medical aid and things like that. But we were asked a lot of questions, and eventually they took us up to the labor ward. The nurse checked if my water had really broken, and admittedly so, it had broken. So I was admitted into the hospital. This was about 2:45, I would say. Yeah, 2:45-ish. And let me tell you something, when I was admitted, I was not feeling any contractions. The only sign for me to think that I was having the baby was the water breaking. And we were told that if my water broke and I was not feeling any contractions, we should head to the hospital immediately, which is what we did. So after being admitted, I was just in the hospital bed. They were checking my vitals. They checked whether everything was fine. They put those things around my stomach to monitor my health and the heartbeat of the baby. and everything was going fine. I still had no contractions until after 10 p.m. So they offered me Pitocin to help speed up the process, and I took the Pitocin because honestly I just wanted to be out of the hospital already. And then I started feeling contractions once the medicine kicked in, but it was nothing crazy. I felt like I was just on my period, and it was like slight period pains, so I was not really like in crazy pain. Like I didn't feel like how people do in the movies, like, you know, I was not screaming and kicking and doing anything like that. And the contractions intensified a little as time went by, but it was nothing crazy, and I was not dilated enough. When I went to the hospital, I was 1 centimeter dilated. I had been 1 centimeter since the past day. Yeah, on Friday I had an appointment on Thursday, and they checked. I was 1 centimeter dilated, and on Saturday when I went there I was 2 centimeters, and after the Pitocin I was not really dilating that much. At around 10 p.m. I was only 3 centimeters dilated. So at around 2 a.m. they offered me the epidural. They had offered it before, but I said I would wait a little just so I can see if maybe I could do things naturally. But at around 2 a.m. I finally decided to go for the epidural, just because I couldn't bear the thought of having to push without the epidural. So as soon as I got to the hospital, they put in that drip thing that puts liquids into your body, and that was painful. The first time the girl did it, it was kind of painful, and she did not place it correctly, so they had to remove it and do it all over again. So that was really painful, but it was not as painful as the epidural. Placing the epidural on my back was so painful, and at that point I was already feeling the contractions. You know how you feel when you have period pains, like the intense ones. So I was going through that pain, as well as being poked in the back, like next to my spine. And the epidural, as soon as they were putting the needle and the catheter in my spine, I wanted to scream. It was so painful. I was crying. I couldn't stop crying. But as soon as they were finished, I just felt a slight pinch in my back, and as soon as the epidural started kicking in, I did not feel any more contractions. I didn't feel any more pain, so I was just relaxing. And yeah, so as far as pain is concerned, I wouldn't say I experienced any pain before giving birth. And at 3 a.m. I was still not dilated enough. I was still at 3 centimeters, and with every contraction the baby's heartbeat went down. The baby's heart rate went down, so it was becoming risky, and the doctors told me that I might have to have a C-section. So that really scared me, but they still decided to monitor me and the baby until the morning. So when they looked at their charts and stuff, the baby's heart rate was going down rapidly with every contraction, so they decided I might really need to do a C-section. And I was like, I don't want anything to happen to my baby, so I decided to go through with the C-section. I was devastated. I was crying. I couldn't stop crying, you guys. So I did agree to doing a C-section, and they prepped everything immediately. Like I think I decided to go ahead with the C-section at around 7 a.m. After 7:30 they prepped me for the C-section. I was taken to the theater room, and we proceeded with the C-section. My baby came at 8:05 in the morning, and I could feel a lot of pain where they had made the incision. It was really painful. Like I could feel everything, even though I was paralyzed from my butt down. Because of the epidural, I could feel everything from here, like from where they had done the incision. So like I feel like it was the pulling and tugging where the baby had come out, so that was intense. So at 8:05 we met the baby. The baby was perfect. If you guys saw my previous video, you'd know that I wanted a boy initially. When everybody thought it was gonna be a girl, I thought it was gonna be a boy, but we had a baby girl and she is so perfect. We named her Malia. Now after giving birth, the healing process was also very traumatic. Like I said, the scar they had, the incision was very painful, straight from the theater room. So even like after a few hours after giving birth, I still felt so much pain where they had made the incision, and this went on for like 2 weeks. I was bedridden for 3 whole days. I couldn't get out of bed by myself, and when we came home I tried to walk by myself, and I did so. I was able to do so, so that was something. And for like 2 to 3 weeks I had to be helped out of my bed. I couldn't sit properly on the couch. I had to be helped to do almost everything, but luckily my mom and my husband were here for me, and they helped me whenever I needed to be helped, even though I really didn't want to be helped that much, because it made me feel like an invalid, and I don't like feeling that way. So whenever they tried too much, I'd be like, I would get really annoyed in my head, but I kept my composure, and I would just be like, no, it's okay, I'll try to do this by myself. But now I am feeling fine. It's been 2 months, so that's 8 weeks. I am feeling fine, and the scar has disappeared. I just need to massage the area just to make sure that everything goes back to place. But right now it's looking fine. I am perfectly fine. It feels like nothing has been done to my body. So if you are planning to do a C-section, you can go ahead and do that. Just expect to feel a little bit of pain for like 2 to 3 weeks. But I did see a video where a lady said she didn't feel anything, and she healed almost instantly after having her C-section. It was also not planned. She also experienced a similar problem, but her C-section story was totally different from mine, so it can go either way. I guess it just depends on the body and how your C-section is done. So after giving birth, I stayed in the hospital for like 3 days. I gave birth on Sunday and we went home on Tuesday. We went home on Tuesday morning, and like I said, she's now 2 months and 3 days, and she is growing so fast. She's sleeping right now, but I will show her to you as soon as she's awake. You'll see how perfect she is. Here she is, you guys. She just woke up, so as you can see, she's still a bit drowsy, but here we are. I'm gonna have to go now because I think she wants to eat and go back to sleep. So maybe you guys will see her another time. So yeah, that is it with my birth story. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed filming it for you guys. If you have any questions about like the whole process of giving birth and all of that, especially with regards to an unplanned C-section, be sure to hit me up. You can either leave a comment in the comment section below, or you can leave me a message on Instagram. I do reply to my inboxes. So yeah. Anyway, you guys, I've been blabbing. I've been talking way too much. So I am going to love and leave you here. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like for me. leave a comment in the comment section below, and if you are not subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe. And I will be releasing more videos like this, and as well as makeup videos and lifestyle content, so be sure to hit the subscribe button and not miss a single thing. So I will see you guys in my next video.